Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, May 19th. Thank you so much for joining in to our weekly PPACA webinars. Just with a show of hands, please, if you can just let me know if you see my screen and you can hear me. Excellent. Great. Okay, well, let's get started. As you know, we didn't have a webinar last week. We had our leaders, our President's Club conference in the Grand Cayman, which was an awesome trip for many of you on this call this morning. So if you were there, thank you. I'm sure you're having difficulties like I am getting back into the swing. Certainly not the weather we had in Grand Cayman, what we came back to anyway. So let's just dive right in. First bullet point, 1,100 more Capital Blue Cross folks have been identified as having data match issues. If you recall earlier this year, in April, there were 3,500 members. Now there are an additional 1,100 more, and what that means is that the clients will have to re-upload or resend the documentation that was requested. We are getting a list from Capital of any clients that are affected for our agent partners, and we'll get that list out to you like Judy did last time. So expect that probably next week. And then just reach out to your clients, let them know what they have to do, and get this stuff resolved. On a lighter note, the Employee Benefits Department, which is Sam Boer's department, is having a 1-hour CE course next week, May 24th, from 11 to 12:30. It's Colonial Life is going to be presenting, and they're going to talk about voluntary benefits and the changing landscape of offering voluntary benefits. So if you need a CE or you want to come to that presentation, just go on to our homepage at url.insgroup.com and register for that event. So on to legalities. There seems to be a lot of court activity. Highmark, I don't know if any of you had seen the newspaper yesterday, but Highmark is suing HHS for the shortage of payments for the risk corridor. To the tune of $223 million. That's what they were shorted. Where that's going to go, I don't know. You know, it's certainly, if it's setting a precedence, a legal precedence, I would say, if they're going to, if they win or lose. You know, it was a tremendous loss for them. We're feeling the effects of that, obviously, because the recourse, because of their 11 or 12 cents per dollar of payment, really is affecting us, because one of the things they did, obviously, is to cut commissions and raise premiums and cancel a lot of plans last year. That was their response to trying to maintain a healthy block, if you will, financially. So we'll keep watching that. Not sure what's going to happen, but it is interesting nonetheless. While I was away last week, there was a major court ruling saying that the cost share reductions, not the advanced premium tax credits, the subsidy portion, but the cost share reductions, payments that were made to the insurance carriers were unconstitutional. They said that the advanced premium tax credits were appropriated through the law itself, but the cost share reductions were not, and that was taken out of Treasury funds, and that will most likely go to the Supreme Court. You know, of course, the cost share reductions are available for those individual insureds that are below 250% to 100%, well, 133% of the federal poverty level, and that alters the plan, reducing the deductible, reducing the out-of-pocket. So the reimbursement to those carriers was specific to the cost share reductions, and that's what's being ruled as unconstitutional. So we'll see what happens on that one. More locally, the FTC injunction against the Pinnacle and Hershey merger, Hershey Med merger, there was a snafu in that the FTC was fighting their merger, you know, creating a monopoly is what they talked about, but a judge did rule saying that you know, they can continue with the merger, and that this is one of the byproducts of health insurance reform, where providers have to join together and merge to survive. So that's kind of what the judge laid down last week. So again, we'll keep watching this. It's important to us in this area, maybe not so much on the western side or even northeast, but again, we'll keep watching that. And that's pretty much it. Don't have a lot of updates other than the court updates this week, but let's see if we have some questions. Just while you're formulating your questions and typing them in, just a reminder, next Thursday, May 26th is our next webinar. Hopefully you can join us. And Abby says, if we have members affected by CBC match issues, do you let us know by email? Absolutely, Abby. What we did last time is we got the listing from Capital, and Judy separated those clients and emailed you specifically your list of clients. So we will absolutely get that out to you. And that's it. It's a slow question day, and that probably means you're just looking at the sun and taking advantage of the one day without rain. And hopefully you can get out and enjoy the weather. But that's it. We'll have a short webinar this morning, and as always, I appreciate you joining in. And if you have any questions before next week, certainly give me a call. I'm happy to help you any way I can. Until then, have a great day and a great weekend. Bye-bye.